My parents hate black people. Racist! I'm kind of happy that my dad is dying from cancer.
Why?
Please don't pick me up. Please don't pick me up. I made a KFC worker clean my poo. What is up, you guys? It is Nisha Nichelle, and welcome back to my channel. What is up? Today we are back with another video. You guys love these Reddit videos on my channel, so I figured why not record another one. Ain't that what DJ Khaled say?
Another one.
So as you guys know, there is a subreddit on Reddit called Confessions. So we are going to be reading through some very unhinged, very off the wall. It's giving mental facility, it's giving check-in immediately. I do always have a verse of the day. So today's verse comes from John 14:27, and it reads, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you. Not as the world gives do I give to you. Let not your hearts be troubled, neither let them be afraid." You heard it here first, babes. Period. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get right into the video and expose y'all little confessions on Reddit. We gonna get into it, cause rocker off it. So you know, like in every other video, I have my handy dandy iPad, and this girl is going to be giving us the tea today. She's going to be giving us the 411, the rundown, the hot piping juicy juices. Okay, so the first confession says, when I was in pre-K, my teacher held down a student and let each of us hit him. First of all, that's abuse, and your teacher needs to go to jail.
Lock his ass up. You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
Why are you letting kids beat other kids? And how do we even get to this point? Let's get into it and see what the confession has to say, because I'm really not understanding. I'm really not comprehending. It's not making a lot of sense to me. So let's get into it. I was thinking back about my childhood, and I have this very clear memory. When I was in pre-K, we had this very troubled kid. He bullied us, steal from us. He hit some of the other students as well. All around bad kid. I remember one day my teacher had enough, and she held him down, lined us up. That's crazy. And told us we could hit him once. One by one in line, we each had our turn to punch, slap, or kick the kid. I remember this vividly because I remember getting in trouble for kicking him twice.
Why?
First of all, if you gonna let the kids line up and say you could punch, slap, or kick him, kick a kid in pre-K, I have very little words to say about this, because this is crazy. Why would you even get mad for another kid kicking him twice? Like, that's just so irresponsible as an adult. Like, who is the teacher? We need to figure out who this is. Even though it was 20 years ago, I was just thinking about this and how effed up and illegal it was. The kid was awful, but he didn't deserve that. I wonder if he remembers that day too. Honestly, that probably caused a lot of childhood trauma for him. Could y'all imagine having a teacher say, hey, they're gonna line up and they're gonna be able to hit you, kick you, slap you, boom, 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 one by one? One by one? That's a little crazy, and that's definitely illegal. If anybody ever found out who she is or who that was, or even if they found out at that time, she would definitely be serving some time for that.
You're not going to jail. You're going to prison.
She would have lost her job for that. And honestly, as a child, I probably would have did it, but like, I don't know, because I feel like I was a good kid, and I feel like if somebody said, hey, we're gonna just let you have it with this child because he's so bad. He's a kid, pre-K. Usually you're like 4 in pre-K. Pre-K 4 is before kindergarten. You go to kindergarten when you turn like 5. That's unhinged. Jail, 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 jail. For sure. All right, so let's get into the next confession. The next confession reads, I'm a nanny and I sleep on the job sometimes, hours at a time.
You what?
You need to be fired.
Corporate called, you're fired.
Oh dear.
I haven't read the story yet, obviously. If the child is a baby, honestly, scratch it. Scratch all that. You need to be fired, period, because these people are not paying you to be in a house and watch their kids, and you want to sleep for hours at a time. Come on now. The confession reads, I'm a nanny of a 4-month-old baby, y'all. That's crazy. What? And you, oh, okay. My shifts are often 5 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. because parents leave for work very early. I'm super tired at this hour and the baby sleeps until 8 or 9 anyways. I set alarms every 15 minutes and can always hear if the baby wakes up and is fussing. I'm just so exhausted that time in the morning and have no energy to do anything with myself while the baby sleeps. But I feel so guilty. The parents didn't say specifically whether or not I can sleep, but something about it just feels wrong. I mean, in some cases I could definitely like understand why you would sleep. I feel like my anxiety is just too bad to sleep while I'm supposed to be taking care of somebody else's child, especially in their house, because I mean anything can happen at any point in time. Somebody can break in, the baby could fall. Obviously if the baby fell like off the crib or whatever, I guess they would cry. I just feel like that's wrong. You should not be sleeping on the job. I'm sure if the parents ever saw you, I know they haven't explicitly said anything, but they ever saw that girl and they ever saw her sleep while they paying her, oh, she's fired off rip. I know if I hire a nanny and she's sleeping on a job and I walk in like, oh, just coming to check in on you and the baby, and she sleep, I don't care if my child sleep or not. Find something to do. Scroll on TikTok, get an energy drink, get some coffee, get some Starbucks. We paying you. Like, do better, do better. I will say that I do commend you setting up alarms every 15 minutes. I think that is very smart. However, sleeping on the job obviously is just not acceptable. That's not okay. All right, so the next one says, I stole my parents' vodka so I can go to school drunk.
Why?
What is up with y'all and wanting to drink alcohol in these confessions? Like, what's going on? Is it giving alcoholic? Is it giving depressed? Is it giving mental illness? What is it giving, babe? So it says, I stole my parents' vodka so I can go to school drunk. I stole a water bottle full of vodka and I'm scared because I can't take it back because I feel like I'm going to wake them up. They don't usually drink anymore. I haven't seen the alcohol cupboard open in ages. So I'm not scared of them finding out. I just wanted the dead lessons to go by faster. That's real, honestly, because sometimes school be a little boring, but getting drunk is a little unhinged and to be more social. So I guess they wanted the lessons to go by quicker and they wanted to have a little bit more fun at school. Be a little chatterbox. Talk a little winkle winkle. Don't ask me what winkle winkle mean because I don't know. But a wave of guilt just hit me and now I don't know what to do. This was a bad idea. I actually don't think they cared that I drink because I'm 15 and my mom gave me whiskey to help me sleep a few months ago, but I haven't drunk it. I don't know why your mom's giving you whiskey at 15, but I'm not a parent. I'm not a parent. I'm not a parent. I ain't saying nothing. Be quiet. Be quiet. Be quiet. So I don't even know why I took the vodka in the first place. I could have just drunk the whiskey. That's very true. Oh well, so should I just drink the vodka and go to school? I poured it in a plastic bottle, so I should probably drink it soon or it's gonna taste like plastic. I don't think that's how that works, babe, but sure, you're 15, so that explains a lot. There is an update on this one. It says, update, they found out, LOL. Probably for the better. I didn't get in trouble. They were just worried and took it away from me.
Gentle parenting at its finest.
Honestly, if I did that and my mom found out at that age, she would slap me up which ways, down, around, put it to the ground, pants on the ground, looking like a fool with your pants on the ground with the gold in the mouth, up, hat turned sideways, pants hit the ground, call yourself a cool cat, walking around town with your pants on the ground, giddy up, hey, get your pants on the ground, looking like a fool with your, hey, walking with the pants. No, my mom, yeah, she would have did a number on me. So the fact that you didn't get in trouble, I mean, more kudos to you. I mean, your parents, I guess they're the cool parents. Love that for you. But that's a little crazy. And honestly, if you were gonna be smart about it, you should have just drunk that whiskey. All right, so moving on to the next confession. It says, I stole from my teacher in the 1st grade and my mom got into trouble. That's wrong. Be accountable for your actions, babe. But I did something like that too, so I ain't gonna hold you. But my mom didn't get in trouble for it. I got in trouble. When I tell you I got in trouble, The story reads, this was the 1st grade. I don't even know why I did it. I was alone in the room. Her wallet was just sitting there, so without thinking, I picked it up and took it home. You're a thief. I mean, I know the title says that you stole, but I thought you stole some candy or like a pen or something. You stole her whole wallet. What? So it says, I remember it had a ton of change in it, so it was really heavy. I then didn't sleep for a few days, so I took it back to... Why does it matter that you didn't sleep for a few days? I don't understand how that correlates to the story, but let's keep reading. I then didn't sleep for a few days, so I took it back to the school where I put the wallet under my teacher's desk thinking she would conclude she dropped it. After a few days, I just dropped my wallet. Yeah, no biggie. I don't run a classroom. There's not other humans here that could have took it. I think I just dropped it. I definitely didn't scour the full room for my wallet because when you're an adult, you definitely need your wallet. Didn't happen. My kid brain didn't realize how dumb that was. Right. I then spent the next year having panic attacks every other day thinking I was about to be caught for my crime. The next year, I would have thought I was scot-free, baby. Hands off. Hands off. Look, I would have thought I got away with it. One time I got called up to the office. I can't remember what for, but it turned out to be nothing. I cried all the way home, and by the time I got there, I was inconsolable. I cried until I puked and refused to tell them what was wrong. The next week, a lady came to my school and asked me a bunch of questions about my home life. And then a lady visited us at home a bunch, and my mom was really upset and cried a bunch. I don't remember much, but she still talks about how scared she was because she thought I was losing my mind. I have felt terrible about this my entire life. So I'm gonna have to make some assumptions in this because I don't completely see how your mom got into trouble for you stealing the wallet. But what it sounds like is your guilt was so strong and you just couldn't control it at home, at school. You had panic attacks for a whole year. Let's not skip over that, y'all. A whole year. So the school was trying to figure out, you know, what is going on with this kid. Little did they know, babe, you're a thief. They didn't know he was a thief, y'all. Basically what happened was a social worker came to your home because they probably thought your mom was doing something to you. And your mom was probably just traumatized because she's like, why are these people coming to my home? And so that's why you're saying she got in trouble for it. But she didn't directly get into trouble for it, but she got into trouble for it. I see what you did there. It is what it is at this day and the age. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But at the same time, I just feel like that's a little messed up. I guess it's good that you know, were guilty and remorseful for your actions because a lot of people aren't. But the fact that you were so guilty and remorseful, but you couldn't fess up to what you did. So you let it go on for a year with panic attacks. It got so bad to the point that a social worker had to come to your house. That's a little crazy. That's a little off, you know? My little story, y'all, when I was in 4th grade, me and some other kids basically stole bubble gum from a teacher, and we thought for whatever reason that she wouldn't notice. Mind you, it's a whole group of us. It's probably about, I would say about 5 to 7 kids taking multiple pieces of bubble gum. The bubble gum that came in like a jar, it would be like these big balls of bubble. That sound wrong, but I ain't mean it like that. It'd be like these big balls of bubble gum. And so we each took like a few pieces of gum. So that many kids taking only a few pieces of gum, your teacher's gonna notice that. This had happened in after school. So I remember the next day in after school, I guess they had pulled the cameras or whatever and they saw all that we did and who did it. But they like tortured us and they set us down like in the lunchroom. They spread us all out. We had to do our homework. They like had to talk to us and told us basically that they were gonna tell our parents when they came. After that happened, I knew I was a part of it. So they kept us in the lunchroom for a while, but my mom usually didn't get to after school until right before it was about to close. Eventually they let me go back and play, but I was so scared because I'm like, this whole time I really didn't want to go home because I'm already knowing what it is when they say, Anisha Barnes, your mom's here for pickup. Please don't pick me up. Please don't pick me up because I already knew what it was. Like, babe, I want to stay at school today. Matter of fact, I don't live here. I don't need a home. So basically I got in trouble for that. Honestly, I don't remember if I got like a spanking or not, but I remember distinctly her calling like my grandfather. I call him D-Daddy. She called him and she told him that's all she had to do. That's all you got to do is call my D-Daddy because he thinks I'm an angel. Truth be told, I am an angel. But now that vision of me being an angel in his head has been tarnished, and it's because of you, boo. I know you're watching this video, ma. So yeah, that's what happened to me. I was a little thiefy thief. I can't even hold you, but at least you felt bad because honestly, I really didn't feel bad. I enjoyed the bubble gum and it was what it was. Y'all, this next one, it's not a long story, so, but it says, I'm kind of happy that my dad is dying from cancer.
Wowzers.
I don't know how to feel about this. So it says he used to beat me a lot as a kid. So now I guess karma is coming to collect his debt. By beat, what do you mean? I'm gonna have to go Keith Lee on you. Like, what exactly do you mean by beat? Because if you mean by you used to get a spanking and now your dad has cancer, so he's coming to collect his debt, maybe you need some help, possibly. Don't shoot the messenger. It says his prostate cancer is getting worse and he has another biopsy in a few weeks. Hopefully I'll be pissing on his grave before Thanksgiving.
I will live to piss on his grave.
I hate my dad. I wish I was fatherless. First of all, I'm sorry you feel that way. Like, either he actually beat you, like he beat you, or like, you know, something else had to happen, I hope, because for you to be so angry and upset at him, that is the ultimate disrespect, is to pee on somebody's grave. Like, we're gonna pee on their grave? I don't know how I feel about that one, y'all. We're just gonna move on to the next confession because that is a little unhinged, if I do say so myself. This confession says my parents hate black people. Racist! Much? Racist much? My parents are Asian and they don't like black people. It's a confession, but I also need advice. So I still live with my parents because I'm 18 and I'm still in high school and I won't leave my house until I go to college. My parents are going to pay for my college too. I love my parents. They are always there for us, but it's kind of annoying that they talk about how dirty they all are all the time.
What's up, nigga? What's up, nigga?
I ain't dirty, boo. So tell your parents to get right and get left real quick. They own a store and they used to have a lot of black employees and they stole a lot from them and they robbed the store and they put my parents at gunshot point. So now they hate black people as a whole. Even though I tell them that they are generalizing, but they are always saying all black people are dirty and thieves because it's recorded on data. That is their race doing this bad stuff. Don't generalize people. This actually really irritates me in my soul, so, but we gonna continue. I asked them if white people robbed them instead, would they hate them too, and they said they would, but they said they only have black people do this stuff here, so they strongly hate them more than anything. They're always calling them mean names and calling them thieves and criminals and the most degenerate race in the country. My parents don't like white people either. They say they get divorced and they smoke and have drinking problems. My parents call black people ratchet and thugs in our language while they are taking them as customers, and they make fun of their baby mama culture and they will just assume all black people are unmarried and have a bunch of kids with different people. They told me if I ever brought a black guy home, they will disown me. So it's fortunate that I actually am not physically attracted to black boys. I only find Asian boys attractive and maybe some Jewish white boys attractive. But it also bothers me that my parents would stop talking to me if I was into black guys. I don't think I could ever consider stopping to talk to one of my future children over something this silly. They told me they would be scared of the guy killing us or robbing us and then end up in jail.
Why?
Your parents are definitely racist. Your parents are definitely generalizing. Your parents definitely need help. They need Jesus, the Lord, the Holy Spirit, all three immediately. I don't have much to say about this one either, y'all. Like, you know, usually I'ma go on, you know, I'ma talk. I feel like every race has bad apples of the bunch, and if you experience a bunch of bad apples before you get to the good ones, obviously you're not gonna want to have anything to do with the good ones. That part's understandable, but your parents are racist, and we're just gonna move on. So this next confession says, I hit a car and got away easily. Hit and run, felony offense, go to jail. Hey folks, the fact that you start with hey folks, no, you should be in jail, sir. But it says, hey folks, this is my throwaway account and I want to confess to an incident that happened to me a few days back. It was my exam, which didn't go well. The exam was early, around 9 a.m. in the morning. After the exam, I came home and slept for almost 5 hours. When I woke up, one of my friends told me that he had some W, the greenery, y'all, and I went to his place. We smoked some W, and on my way home for a second I lost my sight and crashed into a car. The speed wasn't that high, but it affected the other car badly. The boot lid collapsed and the lights and glass shattered. Everyone was in shock. One guy came over to my car and I just accelerated and ran him over.
You what?
So not only should you have a DUI, you should have attempted murder and a hit and run felony. Great job. Great job, kid. Because why would you run somebody over? Like, it's one thing to try to get away, but you're gonna actually physically run somebody over with your car while you're high? Come on now, kid. It says he might have got hurt, but I still ran away. I mean, he might be dead, but hey, I'm gone. Peace. Bye, y'all. The time was almost 11 p.m. so no one could read the number plate. The next day, before any of my family members woke up, I got my car fixed. It wasn't that bad, but I feel really sorry for that guy. I don't remember the car, but it was an expensive one. If I hadn't had any W, I could have stopped myself, but the laws in my country are very strict and I could have ended up getting jailed for almost 10 years with that stuff. What do you guys think? For the sake of my career and family, I did that thing right or wrong? Because this incident is coming up in my mind again and I can't get over it. You should still go to jail.
Lock his ass up. You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
My thing is, if you know that the offense is that heavy, like the sentence could be 10 years, why not just stay at your friend's house? Or why not smoke no W? Because it really gave you a fat L. If we're gonna keep it a bean machine, like if you had W in your car, you could have got rid of the W before any cops or anything like that came. Like you could have got rid of that. You gotta own up to what you do. Like honestly, you made so many bad decisions leading up to that big bad decision. You might as well take accountability for it. I truly hope the person that you decided to run over that night is okay, because if not, you should 100% you should be in jail. Honestly, even if they are okay, you should still be in jail. All right, y'all, so this is the last one. The last confession reads, I made a KFC worker clean my poo and it's been on my mind for months. You're dead, dirty, wrong. You're dead, dirty, and wrong, period. It says, I, a 21-year-old male, live in a small town of southern Missouri, an hour south of St. Louis. It's a small town where you go to surrounding small towns to run errands. Me and my girlfriend, 22-year-old female, were heading home from a grocery store 2 towns over. On the way back, I felt the unsettling chirp from the devil himself through my butthole. So you have to go to the bathroom. You could have just said that, but okay. So it says, I got off the highway and went to a gas station to get gas and poop. We went in and paid for the gas and I tried to poop, but someone was in the bathroom. Went outside, pumped gas, and afterwards I went back inside, but the bathroom was still locked. At this moment, it was do or die. I feel you though, because sometimes it really do be like that. It'd be like, okay, it's coming out regardless, so it's either gonna come out right here or we're gonna find something. I mean, hey, I don't know if it's just me, but it felt like holding it was an Olympic sport. There was a KFC right next to the gas station, so I go drive my car there and park. Immediately, I run inside, leaving the car running with my girlfriend inside. I run towards the bathroom and the stall was out of order. And in this moment, I had to make a decision. A, poop my pants, or B, poop in the broken toilet. I went back to my car with clean pants and my girlfriend noticed I looked disgruntled. She asked me what was wrong and I said I just pooped in the toilet that was out of order and some new KFC employee is gonna have to come clean my poop out of the toilet. I almost started crying. This was about 4 to 6 months ago and it always lingers in the back of my mind. And to the KFC employee that had to clean that 6-minute long monster turd, I'm sorry. I'm sorry too. I'm sorry too. Because babe, I would have got fired that day. I mean, I'll tell you, out. If the bathroom say out of order, why is you using it? But I understand, because baby, when I gotta go, I gotta go. I gotta dip out. Actually, it gotta dip out of me, like, that's really what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's like I blame you, but I also don't blame you at the same time. It kind of is one of those situations where it's just like do or die. I don't want it in my pants, so it's gonna have to go in this toilet. So I probably honestly would have did the same thing. But also, if I was that worker, baby, that would have been my last day on that job. I ain't even gonna lie to you. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, consider hitting the subscribe button on my channel. There will be more Reddit confessions coming soon, more commentary content coming soon. Also, make sure you turn on your post notifications so you know every time I post a new video. And as I tell you guys every time, make sure you stay blessed and not stressed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Adios muchachas. Bye.